Fashion on trial. We've seen accused fake heiress Anna Sorokin's dramatic courtroom makeover. She's gone from wearing inmate attire to sporting high fashion during her New York State Supreme Court fraud trial. Today, we're taking an in-depth look at some of the most dramatic courtroom makeovers ever and how a defendant's fashion choices can strategically impact their case.
You never want a defendant to sit before a jury in their prison jumpsuit because it smells and looks like guilt.
Criminal defense attorney Sara Azari sat down with Daily Mail TV to discuss the strategies behind some of the most talked about courtroom transformations in recent history. Starting with accused fake billionaire heiress Anna Sorokin's controversial trial looks.
We saw her coming in with her prison garb, and then suddenly, when jurors were called in and trial began, she went into this head-to-toe Saint Laurent, Victoria Beckham, signature ceiling glasses. While I agree with the defense strategy of dressing her as a businesswoman, to be designer head-to-toe is very much consistent with the prosecution's argument that she is a fraud and that she swindled money to live a high life in New York.
In 2011, Casey Anthony, dubbed America's Most Hated Mother, sparked a media frenzy with a head-to-toe image makeover.
She was a party girl mom who was accused of first-degree murder of her 2-year-old child. Her image was wild, and when she came to trial, it was toned down, very plain, very benign, didn't draw attention one way or another by the jury, and I think that was a very smart image to adopt.
Casey's stunning acquittal drew shock and outrage across the nation, but her style strategy worked. When it comes to celebrity defendants, Sara explains why having a fashion strategy is critical.
With celebrities, you definitely need to do these makeovers because of the familiarity that the jury has with them. I think Lindsay Lohan nailed her courtroom attire. She was the lawbreaker, the party girl, and suddenly when it came to her court appearances, she was demure, she was wearing polka dots, nice sort of pastel colored suits. It was the image of a law-abiding, sober person. Anna Nicole Smith went to court over millions of dollars from her late husband's estate. Remember, she was an adult dancer, she was a stripper. She wanted to convey that she married for love and not for money, and she did that perfectly. I think the most dramatic courtroom makeover is one that transitions naturally.
In 2005, actor Robert Blake went on trial for the murder of his wife, Bonnie Lee Bakley. Sara, who is part of Blake's defense team, recalls the dramatic change in his appearance.
When he was initially charged with the crime of murder, he had a full head of black hair, cowboy hat, cowboy boots, kind of a tough guy. By the time we got to trial, he had a full head of white hair, a silver fox. He was lean, he was weak. He ended up being a very sympathetic looking old man incapable of murdering anybody. And that's the look that we wanted. It happened naturally.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Robert Blake, not guilty of the crime of first-degree murder of Bonnie Lee Bakley.
So how far will some defense attorneys go to strategize a defendant's look?
As defense attorneys, we will do anything and everything to get that not guilty. And part of it is our client's image in the courtroom. I always tell clients, you can always get your look back, but you're not going to get time back.
And thanks to attorney Sara Azari for sharing her insight on these iconic courtroom transformations.